my name's Thomas Straker. I'm in my new restaurant, which is totally ready, Straker's, on Golborne Road. Fun, hungry, and naughty. First memory I have of cooking was catching a fish in Northumberland in the rain with my dad. We were trawling and I had a trout on the line, and we caught the trout and it was pissing down rain, and I just remember we grilled the trout, and we also we had some sausages in case we didn't catch anything. I just remember sitting outside looking down this lake called Sowing Shields, where my dad used to sort of go camping when he was younger, and I just remember eating the sausages and like looking at the fish, and it was all like, obviously I've romanticised it in my head, but that was, I was probably freezing and wet and wanted to go home, but it seemed like I've seen pictures and it looks nice. But yeah, that's my earliest memory of food. It was probably something like bolognese or something like that. I left school, didn't work as hard as I probably should have done. I didn't know what I wanted to do actually. I was wondering whether to go into the army or and I was like, oh, I'm going to do this cooking course, and I went there with my old girlfriend to this cooking course in Ireland, and I was like, I thought I'd just do the cooking course, go on a ski season, go and work on boats, and just like take it easy, toss around. But then I got to London in 2009, and did a work experience at the Dorchesters my first job, and I was like, I'm going to go for 2 weeks work experience and then go out to the Alps. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm just going to put my head down. Just carried on working, was there for 3 years. And I've never sort of looked back. It's just I've been in London the whole time, which is actually, looking back on it, I'm a bit disappointed in myself. Not travelling. Cut this. It's simple, seasonal, and big flavours, bold flavours, but super clean. Just aim to make sure its flavour's the most important thing. It's got to be delicious. No frills, just clean, buttery. Most inspiration comes from the seasons, so I rarely look at a book or anything like that. I'll look at a seasonal calendar. I'll get the list from the supplier and I'll be like, yeah, bam, bam, bam. Like now, oh, amazing, delicate pumpkins are in, and cabbages are in, and borlotti beans are still in. So you're thinking, oh, nice bit of turbo, cook down some borlotti, some roasted pumpkin, and maybe a grilled wedge of cabbage or something. I never intended to be branded the butter boy. I had a really viral video, roast potatoes, my first video, and then I was like, oh, TikTok's easy, I just got 150,000 followers overnight. I just neglected it, and then I posted a couple of butter videos over the course of 6 months, and they were the best performing videos. So I was like, fuck, TikTok actually loves butter. The next day I was like, released the butter, said I'm doing this butter series, and then that just went mental, 10 million views straight away. I was like, shit, I've actually got to start making these butters. So the next day I was like, make a roasted chicken skin butter, 20 million views. Then the burnt butter, 20 million views. And it was just going, it was just like feeding the beast. Every day I was like, shit, another butter. I was just piling it on. The first 30 were easy, the last 20 became I was sort of losing inspiration. Even though some of the last ones are still some of the strongest. Did a roasted burnt chilli and bone marrow lemon butter with scallops, which was probably will be on the menu here. It's so fucking good. Wow. Silly question, Imogen. None of them. I wanted to be West because I've lived here for the last 7-8 years, and I think being a chef, being close to work is quite important, because you work early, you finish late. You don't really want to be cycling half an hour to work. It's fine if you work a 9 to 5, half an hour, yeah, breezy. But I think at midnight or half midnight when you leave, you don't want to cycle half an hour. You cycle 5-10 minutes. So it's always to be close to home. The restaurant solidifies my position as a chef, and obviously I don't want to be just labelled the TikTok fucking butter dickhead forever. So I wanted this restaurant this restaurant needs to just put my stamp on the London food scene for sure. Leaning towards that Mediterranean style, but with British produce and super seasonal. People who can't cook. I mean, working in a restaurant, it's like, or work, just not being organised. I mean, if you do the prep, then cook, don't make a mess. I don't like making a mess. You got to stay clean, especially in somewhere like this, open kitchen. There's going to be people sat right there. They made it far enough so I can't touch them. Well, they can't touch me. And people who cook asparagus in October. Fuck, pisses me off.
And my
Courgettes in December. Fucking dickheads. Just buy, like, I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Many more. Oxley means cool. Oxley means to me, it means it's stylish, it makes it something fun to wear, interesting, enjoyable. Like, forever getting people asking about what clothes we're wearing, which is it's always nice to know that people like the style and they're just super wearable, comfortable.